The new Kickstarter giving Critical Role's Candela Obscura a run for its money. Chaosium recently revealed plans to produce Graveyards of Arkham, a new follow-up series to the fantastic Bookshops of Arkham that debuted earlier this year. Now, details about this new series are scarce, but a Kickstarter preview page for the show mentions that this is a blockbuster Call of Cthulhu actual play, so it's likely that we'll get some well-known faces to appear on the upcoming show. We also know that this will be a Good Time Society co-production, which likely hints at a possible Becca Scott appearance, as she's a co-owner of Good Time Society. Now, there's a couple interesting bits about Graveyards of Arkham that we want to draw attention to. First, of course, is that they are looking to fund production via a Kickstarter campaign. Crowdfunding for actual plays, that's not exactly a new concept, but it is interesting that Chaosium, which is one of the 3 or 4 biggest tabletop RPG publishers out there, is choosing the Kickstarter route as opposed to self-funding the show. There's, of course, a bit more risk in crowdfunding, but this will likely ensure that the show gets a higher production budget than whatever Chaosium could afford with their own internal marketing budget. You know, they have to pay for ads too, and, you know, I don't know what else tabletop RPG marketing department spends their money on, but I'm sure they spend their money on a lot of stuff. You know, Bookshops of Arkham, the prequels to this show, looked great, but it was only 4 episodes. I guess, you know, nice looking shows cost money. The other interesting bit is that Graveyards of Arkham continues a couple of trends that we've recently noticed in actual play shows. The first, of course, is the resurgence of the horror/mystery-focused actual plays. We saw this, of course, with Bookshops of Arkham and Candela Obscura. There seems to be a resurgence in the cosmic horror genre that's coming back. You know, there's always been vampires and zombie actual plays, but we haven't seen a lot of these more tightly focused actual plays that are just focused on horror and mystery and, you know, good old ones, you know, trying to emerge from dimensions beyond our comprehension. The other is that Graveyards of Arkham will likely continue this focus on high-quality productions that aren't live performances. Bookshops of Arkham had full costumes. It had a full in-decor set. It had props. It had rotating guest stars and more. It was, quite frankly, very fascinating to watch, in part because the show didn't go with the typical sit behind a table and roll dice route that almost every other actual play show uses. Honestly, Bookshops of Arkham felt a bit more like a performance than the typical actual play. We'll actually point out that Bookshops of Arkham actually had credited writers, Belinda Cornish and Darren Ormandy. They wrote the unique adventure that show used. That might not help with the whole our actual play scripted thing that we see, you know, all the time, but I do think that, you know, having writers, you know, come up with the mystery and, you know, plot it all out in advance made a big difference in how Bookshops of Arkham was paced and was presented compared to other actual plays. Now, I've always believed that more big actual plays is the way to grow that particular entertainment form, and I'm glad that one of the more innovative and interesting actual play productions that we saw in the last couple of years is getting the chance to show what it's made of. If Tabletop News can raise over $150,000, I bet Graveyards of Arkham can raise even more money. Now, we'll have even more details about Graveyards of Arkham when they're available. Hey, Chaosium, call us so we can interview the cast and directors and all that jazz. We'd love to talk to them. So, you stay tuned. Are you going to give Graveyards of Arkham a shot? Let us know in the comments section, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.